Hello everybody! All I'm going to do today is write a bit of music. I haven't really got any kind of agenda. I haven't got any particular products to demonstrate or review. We're just going to jump in and write a bit of music. And hopefully, look, this sun is getting in my eyes. Hopefully I won't need the sunglasses at out, and hopefully you'll be able to learn a couple of things along the way, and everything will be fine. So I've got my new version of my template here, which is not that, it's that. Here we go. It's running on an Apple Studio with 128 gigs of RAM, and it is currently consuming 50 gigabytes of RAM because I've got quite a lot of things turned off. So I've taken to deselecting things. So woodwinds are largely, I've got BBC, VSL Special Edition, both of which I really like. That's why they're there. Brass, Berlin brass, BBC brass, Spit brass. Tom Hulkenberg brass from Orchestral Tools I use quite a lot. For big stuff, it just sounds gorgeous. It's really, really... This is a new one, a Flatus brass, but from Strezov. It's particularly good for that kind of the ba-da-da-bam, multi-tonguing and things like that. It's really good at that. So that's won a place in the in the template. Choirs, various All Saints choir, very, very nice. I really like that. I've been using that quite a lot. Quite a lot of originals I use as well. Strings. So I am mainly using at the moment, I'm using some Abbey Road violin and cello. I'm using a little bit of BBC strings, Spitfire chamber strings, but a lot of the stuff I'm doing at the moment I'm using Duality. Duality's from VSL. It's exceptionally good, and they've got look. They just brought out a Sordino version of everything, so it sounds absolutely. And they've integrated it into the road, so it's not like a completely separate library. It's very, very, very nice. It's really, really well. So that is in there quite a lot. Now, let's get down to the non-orchestral stuff, because I've made a bit of a discovery. I've had this synth for a while, and I've only just started playing with it, and it's absolutely brilliant. It's called Pigments from Arturia. Oh, you knew about Pigments from Arturia. I'm late to the party, I know. It looks gorgeous, and it is incredibly sophisticated. It's, what's going on? Oh, here it is. Whoop, hello. Doesn't that look nice? Look, listen to this. Drum biscuit. What is going on here? You get hundreds and hundreds of patches. Pulsing pad. Okay, that's what we're going to start with. If I'm writing some music, that's how it's going to begin. So we start. All I was doing there, very simple stuff really. We just start with there's a pad going, there's a low pedal down there on the bottom C. I then started with open fifths with C and G up here. Then a bit of chromatic median going on up to the E flat, down to the B flat. Then did the same thing down here. Then went down to the chord 5. G, and then up to the A flat, and then back to a low pad again. So that gives us a little bit of harmonic shape to start with. Let us add in another instrument. I know I've got a huge template here. I'm just gonna, what am I gonna go for? I know what I like. I like Tyrolean Harp. Now it's just, I don't know what it is about this sample. I keep coming back to it. I really like it. Now I can't find it. Where's it gone? I just thought I found you. Oh, there it is. Silly old me. That sounds like Tyrolean Harp. What's going on there? Ah, harmonics. Pluxus, that's what I want. It's got a kind of wonderful sort of Celtic harpy sort of thing going on in there. Right, so now I'm going to add something which is going to feel like a sort of, so I tell you what, shall I just pull all this back one beat so it's actually on the beat rather annoyingly one beat out? Yeah, I should say. What's going to happen here? Nearly. It's a bit simple, but hang on. Stop. Firstly, I'm going to turn the volume down slightly on my famous Pigments Pad. Secondly, I'm going to see if I can just take the top off a little bit. It's just a little bit bright. Well, that was easy. Okay, right, let's have another go. So, and I might put some delay on this Tyrolean Harp thing. Where's my Tyrolean Harp? Oh, there it is. No, let's have a look. So if I do it in a really simple way like that, actually most of it was all right. Shall I just see how it sounds? Now I can balance it up. Let's, hang on. I'm using Cubase 13, so I have a channel strip down the side. Let me put some delay on. What have we got? H delay. It's a Waves one. I mean, you can, everybody has their favourite delay. Turn off the analog thing because it just introduces hiss. Don't like that very much. Go for ping pong, 100% wet. No, it's an insert effect, so we're going to turn it down. See what that sounds. What about the timing here? I quite like that. So it's yeah, I like that. So what it's doing now is we've got the delay is going in enough now, please. In quarter note triplets. That's what I was desperately trying to say and couldn't. Oh, just before we go any further, I should remind you, ThinkSpaceEducation.com do courses in great stuff like introduction to mixing your music and how to write trailer music and how to write music and music theory and wonderful, wonderful things. So if you really just dig writing music, you don't have to be doing it for a living, just having a nice time writing music like this, check us out. Right, where was I? Let's introduce another instrument. Let's go for, I know, we're going to introduce some wind stuff. Let me just get, it's called Petrichor, the sound of earth. Full ensemble, high winds. start with some high winds. What this is, well, it's pretty straightforward. I'll play it to you. It's ensembles, but it's got lots of interesting things going on. Oh, isn't that lovely? And they're smart trills because they know the chord you're playing and they give you the appropriate trill. Blooms, let's have a look at blooms. So little kind of extra bits and pieces going, soft accents. Wild wisps. There's a lovely movement in here. I really like this. Let's start. Okay, so far so good. What else am I going to put in this? Shall I go for some... What do you use for your favourite... What's your favourite acoustic guitar sample? I go for orange steel string acoustic pretty much every time because it's great. You know, I mean, been using it for years. Here we go. Let's get it up. Steel, Evolution steel strings. Hello, steel strings. Oh, it's you again, is it, guy? Yeah, it's me again. You know, you got lots of clever stuff, but I just like it. I think it sounds nice. Let's send some reverb to the guitar reverb channel. Let's turn it on. Well, I tell you what, because of the spacey nature of what we're doing, what happens if I add Black Hole, which is a really ridiculous kind of reverb. Look, listen, it's almost like, well, it is. Actually, you can freeze. You can use it almost like granular synthesis. It's very clever. Right, okay, so we're not going to introduce the acoustic guitar at the front. We're going to let the old thing do its part. Give us that vibe, man. Ooh, loving those winds. Now we're going to come in with a tube. Why did I say I was going to do that? Whack the... Oh. What set yourself up to fail, guy. Why don't you? Yeah, I know. What was I going to do? I was going to do... Oh, let's see what happens. I am so out of time with my own tune. Hang on. It's nice and spacey. It's got a kind of vibe to it. Honestly, why did you get up this morning? Well, I don't know, didn't really want to, it's cold. Well, okay, but you know, you've got to stop playing with the mod wheel. Okay. Ah! Do you know what? That G and that A flat at the end probably weren't my best ideas. Why don't you do something different, Guy? Why don't you just loop what you did at the front? Oh, I could do that, couldn't I? I think that might make more sense. Except I go down, okay, let's... I'm going to chop it there. This might be a horrible mistake, but let's just see what happens. It's going to need some sorting out because there's going to be all kinds of stuff going on in here, which, okay, let's, oh, you could just play some extra bits in, Guy. You could, couldn't you, Guy, if you wanted to, Guy? Yes, why don't you do that, Guy? Stop, oh. Stop this, stop this, stop this. Okay, here we go, right. We're going to add a little bit of extra in, so I'm going to put that there. I'm going to go into, from replace mode, I'm going to go into merge mode for the MIDI, so now everything I play will be added to rather than replacing what's there. Okay, that didn't go as badly as it could have done. Am I going to keep this this thing going? Yes, I am. Tell you what, that's feeling a bit more like it's got a bit of shape to it now. I don't know what this piece of music is. I don't mind. I would add in... add in one of those at the end. Now let's go back to my little, whatever it is. How simple can I make a tune which still works? For I am done. Sun's come out, all's right with the world. There you go. So, just a quick recap. Pigments, loving Pigments. Really powerful, really powerful synth. I said I wasn't going to review anything, but I then ended up using it. So, what the hell. But it's really cool because you can have so many different types of, you're not just looking at wavetables or analog oscillators. You can use samples. I mean, all kinds of stuff. There's so much power in this thing. And it's all the more remarkable for the fact that it comes from a company who I have always associated with doing forensically accurate recreations of of classic synthesizers from, you know, like Jupiter 8s and things like that. And then they come out, bang, and they smash it out the box with this incredibly modern, wonderful piece of kit. The other thing we were playing with was Petrichor, which is Earthy Winds from Dan Keane, which is sort of ensemble wind sounds with all kinds of little kind of texturally things, wisps and swells and spores and wild wisps and blooms and accents and smart trills. And it's very playable, and it just adds a certain organic loveliness to what you're doing. And Tyrolean Harp, which is an old friend of the family. Okay, look, it's a very plain piece of, who makes Tyrolean Harp? Okay, I will put the link underneath because they need a big up. Oh, hang on. weyerTon. Okay, look, I will find out for you because it does look like weyerTon. This is an absolutely wonderful instrument which I use all day long. And finally, what was the other one I used? Oh, good old Evolution Steel Strings, which for me is the nicest acoustic guitar I know. There you go. So look, hope you've enjoyed this little gallivant about. Nothing particularly exciting, just writing a bit of music with some nice instruments. If this is your kind of thing, you might like to check out ThinkSpaceEducation.com, where we sell courses in how to write music and stuff like that, which you will find entertaining. So, here is a trailer. How to Write Music is my online course that takes you through every step of the process. How to get going, chord progressions, tune writing, developing and arranging your music, 6 hours of exclusive video tutorials, a course text packed with tips, and a supportive online community. Get more out of your music and sign up today.